Hey guys, how are you all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin evening wrap up. So we'll go straight over to those charts. Yeah, just a heads up, guys, for the daily stock market video, and then also the gold one, which I've been doing. I've been trying to do once or twice a week. I've been struggling a bit to get those done time wise because I've been setting up the new studio stroke office that hopefully I should get all done and dusted by this weekend. So yeah, then I'll be back to doing all the full schedule of videos that we do every day. So yeah, right. So over to Bitcoin. So as we can see, we dropped that trend line that we drew in this morning and dropped the support. So we then had a quick move down to what is basically the next level of support, which is obviously around this 9,000. So that's not really what we wanted to see. But we this morning we weren't making progress. You could see we weren't really making good progress off the 9,200. So people were probably long. And looking for a move up. So when those bulls didn't get paid, they obviously decided to get out their positions, which obviously sparked a bit of a sell-off. So yeah, it did coincide with a little bit of a move down in the stock markets. But yeah, so it's not too bad at the moment. As long as you guys know what I've been saying. Not necessarily if we hold here. As long as we hold this level, it's all okay. But yeah, we can work around this zone. If we can retake 9,200, potentially get rejected here, maybe end up down at the 8,600 level, and then finally get a big push through the top of the channel. Then that's not a bad scenario for Bitcoin. That's not a bad scenario. I think we are going to have to look into getting rid of this ascending triangle soon enough. Because I don't think we can really unless we want to use it to say that we've broken out of it and we're now moving down. But yeah, we can't really use it as a bullish formation or a formation that is still in play. We're just going to stick to the horizontals really. But yeah, so at the moment what I'm looking at is it's pretty similar to this morning really. We've just gone down a level. So it's kind of, we need to push up. We need to hold this level, push up, get back above the next level, which now is 9,200. This morning we kind of needed to push up and get above the next level, which was 9,400. But yeah, that's pretty formidable resistance. So as you can see, the trend line coming down of this channel coming down. It just seemed to me like we are going to have to test this 8,600, because what this will do is we'll clearly have a lower low than like most of the rest of this formation, and that will obviously trigger some basically some sellers into the market, and then any big buyers that are allegedly around this 8,600 level will be able to soak up a lot of extra Bitcoin at that level. So that just seemed to be the play. It just seemed to be the logical play at the moment, is maybe wick out, maybe take out this level, maybe even like a crazy wick down to the next level, which is around 8,000, and then quickly get bought up. I'm not ruling any of those out. They do basically sound very plausible. And then that can be a big flush out that can then give us a big push up, in much the same way that we've had big moves down in Bitcoin and then we then flushed back up. But yeah, that is a potential play. All we really got to keep an eye on now, not all we've got, that's obviously not all we've got to keep an eye on, but what we have kind of got to keep an eye on is the top of this channel. What I will do is I will actually get rid of this triangle actually now, because it's just a bit pointless it been there. We'll get rid of that because we've got this horizontal support level that we are using as a level to look at. But yeah, so really we've got this. We'll delete this because we're done with this now as well. Just tidy this chart up a little bit. So yeah, you can kind of see we've got this channel. It just does make a lot of sense for us to, even if we had got back up to there and got rejected, we could just end up playing out this zone, potentially coming down, potentially then testing the top of the channel around this 9,200 level, Obviously, well, when is it? Basically the start of January. Start of July. And then yeah, have one final push down, wick down maybe to here, or just around to this 8,600, and then we can then make a move up. But yeah, I mean, we don't have to do that. I mean, at the moment we've got this low here, we have got this low here, which is a higher low, and we could push up from here. So that's completely reasonable. I do like to see though, when we have things like this, like a low before a reversal or a move, strong move in the other direction, for us to actually take out this low, because obviously we know there's a liquidity pool here. There's the people that put their stops in below this wick are then going to get taken out. But I mean, that may not happen. We may be too bullish to do that. We may not have the bears may not have the strength to get down there. But though, that is also the bottom of the channel, and it's not far off this 8,600 level. So I mean, it just feels to me that big buyers, big players, big bulls are not just going to be interested in buying here. They're just going to let price drift down, and then volume can then come in either at this level, and it will either be as part of a big sell-off, and then we will just break down lower and lower, break down to here, and then not actually rally back up, or we will sort of wick down, or basically they'll come in and buy, and then we'll moon from here. So yes, that's kind of what I'm kind of looking at here at the moment. We'll go over and check out range and stop. We haven't looked at range and stop for a while. If this is going to load. So yeah, you can see range and stop, we got the breakdown, and then pretty much tested the bottom of the level, and then we got brought back up quite nicely, as you can see. But yeah, not too much really else with the range and stop wise to look at to help us here. Nice move down there. But yeah, not too much going on there. We'll have a look at the DMT. DMT obviously took a great took a great sell trade here. There it is. DMT went short here. So it basically went up from our short level. It went up back 0.62% before coming down nearly 3% in profit, and currently sat at 1.2% in profit. And then also Dominator took it short literally on this candle pump up, so it's short here, not far off the high, which is obviously really good. And then the weight of the market came in and took us down. The weight of obviously the selling pressure came in and took us down to over 3%. So literally two really good DMT and Dominator trades in one go. And then we previously had a really nice Dominator buy trade up there. The buy trade for the DMT was obviously here, so it wasn't the greatest, but it did get us well, not far off 1%, but then yeah, I mean, we would have had to take in that trade off probably for a scratch or a small loss. And then yeah, the last short we had, which was at this level here, kind of faked us out into a short, didn't really get down there again, and then kind of took us out really here. Took us out where you can see the line turn green. But yeah, so yeah, not a great price action for the indicators here, although we did get some decent trades. But yeah, but some really good trades here for the DMT. And let's have a look back over at Bitcoin. 4-hour Stokes, I mean, the 4-hour Stokes are, I think, in hindsight, what did it for us. These were turning down this morning, like we said, and they, seen as we were sat at the support, with the Stokes coming down, it made sense basically for that to pull us down, which it did. But it's only the 4-hour Stokes, so it's not necessarily something we need to worry too much about when we've got the 12-hour still going up. But if we stay where we are and we don't start to make a move back up to this 9,200 level, then the 12-hour Stokes will obviously turn over, and then that will look pretty bearish. I mean, maybe we will end up following this, basically getting rejected at this trend line, and yeah, sending us back down. And then let's look at the 2 days. I want to look at 2 days still coming down, daily still basically coming down, threatening to change, but not changing at the moment. But it has got a trend line there as well. We'll delete this. I will leave it on. We'll leave it on for the 12-hour, and we'll see what happens But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking at. Really, we're really not really in a zone we really want to be. How many times can I say really in one sentence? We're not really in the zone that we want to be. Particularly looking for trades here. I mean, I'll be looking for longs at rejections if we take down here. I'll probably be looking for shorts if we get up to this 9,400. But as for this level, I mean, yeah, losing that trend line and losing the 9,200 was a nice short trade down to the next support. I didn't actually take that trade. I haven't taken too many Bitcoin trades recently, just because it's just the market's just not really been moving that well. It has kind of been going from level to level, which has not been, it wouldn't have been the worst market to trade, but I'm just waiting for some directional volatility to come in, because there's just easier times to trade than now, basically. That's kind of what I'm saying. I want to get bigger moves. Like I had been attempting trades around in these areas, but not in these areas, but a bit further on here. But I'd be buying, and then I like to average on side in trades. I don't like to average off side, so then I'll buy again as we start to move, and then we'll just come back the other way, and I'll end up in a losing position because I averaged on side. And that's kind of how I like to trade, and it's not really working well at the moment. I don't like buying and then buying lower and then buying lower, because when I buy, I only really want to buy if I think that's it, the market's going to go up from here, and I'd rather have a tight stop and get out the trade, and then I'd rather add to the position as it's going my way. And this obviously isn't the market to do it, because we haven't got enough volatility basically to really do it and get good moves. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. Obviously if you watch my altcoin videos, I have been buying up various altcoins, yeah, for a potential altcoin bull run, but not any of the big ones you may have heard of, not any of the I call them 1.0 ones. I'm more looking at alts 2.0 for the alts for the next altcoin bull run if we get one. Yeah, mainly DeFi picks. But yeah, so that's about it, guys. Just show you Tesla. Look at this. Look at Tesla. Look at it. But yeah, I mean, these are the charts for Tesla that I've got drawn on. But yeah, getting above here, getting above this high, clear all-time high, was clearly a trigger to get us up. And the Tesla bulls are just loving life at the moment. I have a number of them messaging me, saying how great it is and this, that, and the other. And yeah, well done. Well done. Oops. Well done, guys. So anyway, thanks for listening. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Yeah, hoping to have the new studio set up next week. Finally getting a haircut. I've not been able to get to my hairdressers this whole lockdown. I don't know. I don't normally have hair like Will Farrell or the other guy from Step Brothers. Either of them. They both look the same, don't they? They both got silly hair like me at the moment. But yeah, so I can finally get it cut on Monday. So that'll get sorted. And yeah, also my dentist isn't open, and I have veneers, and I chipped one of them's basically broken on the front, and I can't get in the dentist to sort that out, so and I can't get into the gym because my gym's closed, but hopefully that'll get sorted soon. So yeah, I'm hoping to be like a whole new person soon. I'll be able to get my teeth sorted, I'll be able to get my hair cut, I'll be able to get back in the gym, I'll be in my other studio. Yeah, just happy days. I feel like a new guy. But anyway, so yeah, maybe too much information there for you guys, but yeah, thanks for listening. And yeah, it's not a financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, and I will speak to you guys in the morning.